was smaller, do you know how deep it was? 4 feet deep. And how wide? About 40 feet wide. Over on the right-hand side, this is the Pittsford Crew Club. This is where high school students meet when they do their rowing in the big sculls for rowing on the canal. There's another one like this down in Fairport, but this one has what's called an indoor rowing facility. They're kind of like swimming pools, and they can practice their rowing. The canal gets drained in the winter, and they can.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's your boy Kenady. Like, subscribe, hit that bell, so you never miss another video. It's the Erie Canal with my class.
So we talked about when the canal was first built, but then they did some more improvements, and they lengthened it and deepened it and straightened it out a little bit. Up here on the left-hand side, you'll see a couple of white markers, and the canal kind of spurs off to the left there. That is where the canal went the original canal went to downtown Rochester. It went behind Pittsford Plaza on Monroe Avenue, behind the Pittsford Wegmans, and back there's an old lock on land that you can visit. And then the canal went across an aqueduct, which is now the Broad Street Bridge in downtown Rochester. Have you driven across the Broad Street Bridge? Probably a lot. That used to have canal water on that bridge. So as they improved the canal, they widened it, deepened it, and made it a little bit straighter. And today our canal is about 12 to 15 feet deep and about 100 feet wide on average. See this path over on the left-hand side of the boat? Do you know what that path used to be called? It was called the tow path. Do you know what it was for?
Look at the dog.
That is the path that mules would walk when they pulled packet boats and barges down the canal, because they didn't have power boats like we have now. They improved the trail, and now it's known as the Empire Trail.
Ducky!
Bike on that trail all the way from Lake
You mean
Erie
there's
to New York
geese
City.
over there?
And they're going to make it even longer, and soon you'll be able to go to Canada on the trail too.
Look at the.
Up here in the water, there's a little bit of a log or stick floating. When we see those, we don't call them logs or sticks. We call them canaligators.
They just went home. Come back and little guy. Yes. Yo, look at those little geese. Look at those geese. Alright, so the Erie Canal, it's a place where never mind, I don't really know much about the Erie Canal, so yeah. I know you could have said, oh, this could have been a live stream, but I decided it wouldn't be like live stream, sorry.
That's what a lot of the banks in the canal are made of. And they keep extra material here in case they need to fix a bank or something. The banks of the canal where you see the rock and soil, they call it riprap.
It's been like 5 minutes already.
Up here on the left is
my
part of the
phone
maintenance
is
facility as
currently
well.
on
You'll see
20%.
some barges and push boats and cranes and other equipment.
So sorry if
This
the
is how
video
they keep
ends.
our
That
antique
means my
canal
phone
up and
died,
running.
but at least we get to
The original
enjoy
canal was built
this.
between 1817 and
This video,
1825, so the locks,
I'll name this
bridges,
the part 1 if it-
guard gates, a lot of those things are super old, so you can't
This is
just
the
go
only time
find
I'm
parts
watching
at
Erie
the
Canal,
store.
I think.
You have to make them.
But apparently it's good. Like the Erie Canal, it's in Lake Erie. Look, Erie right there. That's where we basically are, the Erie Canal. I'm gonna say Erie Canal and Lake Erie a lot, huh? Probably am. All right. Beautiful day outside. No, literally, look. Okay, I'll stop turning the phone back for a bit.
Bridge up here is a nice tall bridge. That's Monroe Avenue. Right before the bridge, you're going to see a kayak launch. We're starting to put more of these in the canal. These kayak launches have a ramp in them. You can put your kayak on the ramp and then slide easily into the water.
This is cool. Oh look, there's this one. So many geese in this. I wonder why they call it a lake. Like an ocean or something. But it does kind of seem like a lake to me. Probably gonna comment. We're probably gonna comment a lot on this. Alright, sorry. Look, it's a pigeon. It's a baby pigeon.
I don't care. I get to sit Huh? Thank you. I'll put more.
Just around the bend up here is going to be our first low bridge. This is also the lowest bridge in the western part of the canal. It's a railroad bridge, and it's an active railroad bridge.
I'm probably gonna turn this a bit more now.
When the railroads built their bridge, they did it lower because
I've seen this bridge before, lots of times.
so whenever possible, they made their bridges lower, and that way they were able to limit the amount and type of freight that the boats on the canal could carry. And that way they were able to reduce some of their competition. So a reminder, when we go under the low bridge, make sure you're seated and keep your hands and arms down. This one is full of lots and lots of sharp edges and corners, so don't try to touch it.
The Erie Canal may seem fun. The Erie Canal does seem fun. It really does. But for people who can get sick by this, it's not going to be really fun for them.
Hands down, don't even try. All right, right, here we go.
This bridge is
Low bridge.
mad low.
Down, please.
I didn't even have to do
All right, don't get too tall yet.
short.
We've got another low bridge in just a minute.
Oh no, fuck. I forgot about the flinka bang bang. Ooga booga, ooga booga, ooga booga. Yeah. Alright, phone's probably on 10% now. So if it cuts off, that's all I can show you. You can know this video. I'll only show you that video. So just in case you enjoyed the video.
All right, this bridge is Main Street in Pittsford, and it's another low bridge, not quite as low as the last one, but
This
still low.
will be posted when I get back home. It is like
Coming
usually
into the
around
village of
8.
Pittsford.
So yeah, I will see you either tomorrow or somewhere around 8. Right after
All
that.
right, here we go again. Low bridge, everyone down, please.
I don't even gotta get down because you know me, I am a short boy. I'm short.
Watch your heads. Low bridge. This is Pittsford. On the left-hand side, used to be known as Shane's Alley.
Pittsburgh,
Today
known
it's
as Shane's Alley.
Showplace,
Or
but
Shane
members
Place
of
is
that family
Showplace.
tell me
That's sick.
Shane's the
This is
correct
cool.
way to say it.
Oh, look at this.
In the background,
Guys,
you
look
see
at
a
this.
red coal tower building. Railroads would bring coal into this area and store it in the coal tower. And that was really helpful in the steamboat era because steamboats could get coal right here in Pittsburgh. All right, are you listening?
Pittsburgh, Port of Pittsburgh.
Tall building here with the windows. That was once part of the Mendon Grain Company. They shipped their grain on mule-drawn packet boats. Several years ago, they converted that grain elevator into an office building with all the windows. All right. I need your voices off for a minute. Voices off. Voices off.
I hope you enjoy the video.
All right. When I am talking, just like when your teachers are talking, I hope, your voices turn off so that you can be a good listener. That is really important when we're on a boat because sometimes
Someone's
there's safety
kayaking.
things that I need to tell you about. And if you can't hear me because you're talking or your friends are talking, that's not good. Up ahead here is State Street. This is a toll bridge. So when I'm telling you about the canal, some of your friends might want to hear it even if you don't. So let them listen, please. But I'm not going to talk the whole time. So you'll still get a chance to talk to your friends when I'm not talking. State Street again is a tall bridge, so you don't have to duck so much on this one.
They're called pigeons.
Sometimes there's birds under this bridge, so watch out for the birds.
They're usually just pigeons. There's still kayaking here. There's still kayaking over there. Usually. Most birds. I'm gonna keep saying enjoy the video because my phone can die at any moment. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss another video. See, there's the kayak over there. That's a kayaker. He's kayaking.
Bye.
you. That's a great question. So our water in this part of the canal comes from mostly Lake Erie and the Genesee River, and the fish follow the water. So is this water fresh water or salt water?
Salt water.
Fresh water
It's
in this area.
fresh. I mean,
So what kind of fish do you think are in here? Do you know your fish?
salmon.
Bass, yes.
Salmon?
Sunfish, yes.
Cod.
Bluegill sunfish too. Catfish, yes. There's really
Catfish.
giant carp in here. Perch. All kinds of fish that you would find in the lake or in the canal. It's a good place for fishing. Over here on the right is the home of Pittsburgh Little League. Does anyone play baseball?
I have a question. Can some fish die from salt water? Like some fish? Can't like different fishes, like some fish die from salt water?
That is a very good question.
I knew it.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Oh my God!
So if I don't say enjoy,
So we talked about the mules walking down this path over here when it was called the tow path. So the mules, sometimes they became tired or lame or sick. Just before this next bridge ahead of us, which is a low bridge, look on the left and you're going to see some red buildings. Those red buildings used to be known as the Mitchell Farm. Over on the left up here. Red buildings. So the Mitchell Farm was known as a mule exchange. So if your mules got tired, you could exchange them for some fresh mules that were nice and rested. Right here at the Mitchell Farm on the left. Nope, they don't have mules there anymore. All right, again, this is Mitchell Road. It's a low bridge. It's a one-way bridge. You can only go on it in one direction at a time.
this is cool.
Make sure you're seated. Remember, hands and arms down. All right, here we go. Low bridge. Everyone down again.
I'm short. Again, I'm short, so Spooder man. Spaditter dam. Dan, I mean. Spaditter Dan.
Up here on the right-hand side, you're going to see a part of the canal that
I hope you enjoyed the video.
When I mentioned our part of the canal is a bit
Remember to
unusual.
like, subscribe, and hit
I
that bell so
usually
you
get the
never miss
question
another
about why
video.
the water in the canal is this color. If you look over here on the right, you can see what the bottom of the canal looks like. It's made of something called silt. It's like tiny little dirt or mud. And the water in the canal is always moving, so it riles up that silt, and that's how we get this color. The reason
So that's
our
how we
part of
get
the
this
canal is a little
greenish
more unusual
color.
is because the Canal Corporation says that they're managing about 300 seeps or tiny little leaks in the canal. By keeping the water level lower, it takes off what's called head pressure at the top, and then only about 10% of those leaks are active or still leaking a little bit. That way they can monitor them or watch them and take care of them as needed with not so many to deal with until they come up with a longer term plan. Up ahead of us, there is a structure with yellow arrows on it. That is not a lock. You saw a lock earlier. It is not a bridge. Does anyone have a guess what that thing is? What do you think it is? It is a gate. You're right back there. It's called a guard gate, and it's basically a dam or a floodgate that can be lowered in the water, and they can section off the water. There's another set of gates just like this on the
I
other
hope you
end of
enjoyed the
what's
video.
called the Great Embankment. We're
Remember
gonna go through
to
that in a little
like,
bit.
subscribe, hit that
Great
bell
Embankment's
so you
about
never
7
miss
stories
another
above the surrounding
video.
land, and if they had a break there, it could be a big problem. So they would put the gates down, and then only the water between the gates could get out. Guard gates are low, so make sure you stay seated. If you look over on the left with the yellow fence on top, that's a waste weir. That's how they can get water out of the canal. They have those, and also spillways in the canal, so that if the water gets too high, they can let it out into the creeks and streams below. This big cement thing here is what's left of a bridge abutment or a support for a bridge. There used to be a railroad bridge going through here.
A railroad bridge.
All right, once again, this guard gate is low, so make sure you're seated, hands and arms down, please. Low guard gate, watch your heads, please. All right, if you look at the banks of the canal here, you're going to see that they're a little bit slanted. When we get into the great embankment, the walls are straight. When a boat goes through the straight walls, the waves bounce off of those straight walls for a pretty long time. So on either end of the straight walls, they have these slanted walls so that the waves can go up the slant and then it causes them to dissipate or go away. Also keep an eye on the road over here. That's Route 96 or Pittsburgh Victor Road. When we get down a little bit further, Route 96 is going to go down the hill, and we're going to be cruising above Route 96 and the surrounding land.
That's funny. This is very, very cool. There's avocado swimming in here.
She dropped water. She dropped my water. I don't got no more water. Oh, promise, I'm feeling good up here. I thought it's my mom. That's
Yeah, my phone is now on 20%. I mean 10%. So my phone is gonna die.
Tanisha, they said can they use the fan? They said can they use the fan?
It doesn't really work a lot. For some reason, I don't know why. I think I need to change the batteries.
As we enter these straight walls up ahead, we're going to officially enter what's known as the Great Embankment. You'll notice over on the right, Route 96 is going down the hill here. One of the big challenges they had when they built the canal was how they were going to get it across Irondequoit Creek and the Irondequoit Creek Valley. Because of this area, the canal almost didn't come through our area at all, and it almost took a different route to avoid this. But thankfully, they figured it out. all by hand using shovels, wheelbarrows, and wagons. They moved over 7 million cubic yards of soil in this valley. They filled it in and it created a base for what was once a stone culvert. Now we changed it over and it's wider
I've
and
went
deeper
to that part
and
before.
it's
We went to
cement
that
on the
before.
sides. But the Great Embankment
On
is still
field
about
day.
a mile long and about 7 stories above the surrounding land. If you look over to the right, you'll be able to see how high we are. And think about being in a hotel or a building on the 7th floor. That's how high we are above the land below us.
Only two two-player games though.
It's basically an aqueduct or a water bridge going right over
Supreme
the top of
Duelist
Ironquoit
Stickman
Creek and the
and
Ironquoit Creek Valley.
Bowmasters. Supreme Duelist Stickman and Bowmasters.
On the left-hand side, you see those yellow mushroom-looking things? You saw one at the lock too. What are those? What are they for? They are used for tying up a boat or a barge. It's called a bollard.
You guys want to be
The
my
reason there's so many over there is because there used to be a landfill
These
there.
are my friends,
Barges
Bonnie
would
and Xavier.
tie off there, and they'd unload the trash into the
This
landfill.
is Damani and Xavier, my best friends.
For shipping.
Guys, say hi.
Hi. Listening right now.
should not be talking.
So
So
the
yeah,
canal has changed.
we're
Now
all on the Erie
is
Canal.
used for recreation.
So yeah, let's continue.
People's own boats from their house, or there's a handful of tour boats like this one, and then there's some occasional commercial shipping. Pittsburgh decided that having a landfill over there was no longer the best use of the land, so they dug out the whole landfill and put in a park. That's Great Embankment Park now. Up here on the left, you'll see a clearing between the trees. We had a microburst go through and it knocked down a lot of trees in this area. A chainsaw artist came through and carved one of the stumps into what looks like a little pine tree in the middle of this clearing up here on the left. There it is right there, a little pine tree.
Make it back hot real fast. It's going to dry off.
Nice, nice.
If you look at the left, you'll see a cable running down the wall. That was an idea of my dad. My dad, Captain Lee, started our company in 1989. And as he was cruising through here,
1989,
he
that's
realized that
cool.
this was a dangerous area. If someone fell in the water here, it's really hard to get out with these straight walls. Especially
Definitely gonna die in here.
That makes them slippery, so it's even harder to get out. So we asked the Canal Corporation if they'd put in a rope or cable along the wall, so if someone fell in the water, they'd have something to hold on to. They thought it was a really good idea. They installed it shortly afterward, and it's been here ever since.
That is sick. That's very cool.
Look over to the right. You can see how high we are. And left, do it.
Higher from the right, we don't look. Guys, what do you think of the Erie Canal? What do you think of the Erie Canal?
I mean, it's fun and all, but not on a day like this. Yeah, I'm out here burning up. I'm trying to go on a
Yeah, that's their comment. Me, I'm fine.
Hello!
Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another video. Or my phone can possibly die right now.
I forgot to tell my dad.